A very good morning to all the students of class 10th. Students, this is your revision tutorial and the topic is analytical paragraph. As you know that this will come for 5 marks. Word limit is 100 to 120 words and marks allotment to this particular question is 5 marks. This year there is slight difference. Let's do it. Students, we have been telling you to follow certain guidelines for COVID-19 appropriate behavior. First is wearing mask. Wearing mask is mandatory. Wherever you go, make sure that you're wearing it. Second is maintaining social distancing. Maintaining 6 feet distance from others and maintaining your personal hygiene as well, washing your hands regularly, sanitizing it. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself and others also. Take care. Students, first of all, it is important to know what is analytical paragraph. What does analytical paragraph actually mean? So, analytical paragraph is a form of descriptive writing which is written on the basis of a given chart, graph, data, outline, clues, table, etc. I've also told you, I've also explained in the class, but here also I'm going to explain you once again what analytical paragraph basically is. So it's a descriptive form of writing where you have to describe on the basis of certain clues that will be given to you under question. Okay, and that clue may be based upon a chart, a graph, some kind of data, outline, clues, table, or anything. Okay. Under this, there are certain points which has to be kept in mind while writing an analytical paragraph. First of all, whatever the data has been given to you, whether it's a chart, a table, a data, or any clue or outline, make sure that you describe the same what is mentioned, not something extra. Okay. Next, it should be brief at the same time. Make sure that whenever you are writing an analytical paragraph, it should be very, very brief. It should also state the facts that are provided in the chart. Whatever the data, whatever the facts that are provided in a chart, it should be mentioned in the paragraph. Whatever the figures, whatever the quantities mentioned in the data, in the table, or anywhere in the clue given, make sure that you mention the exact figures that are given as a clue. It must have an introduction, a body of the paragraph, as well as at last the conclusion, the concluding paragraph. And it should be very brief and precise. First, the introduction. Just explain the introduction in 2 or 3 lines about the subject. Okay, what the subject is all about, on what you are writing the paragraph. And second is body. Body has to be in detailed form. Use relevant figures, explain, compare, contrast, divide it into sub paragraphs. You can also divide this body into sub paragraphs. Don't just write it in one single paragraph. You can divide it into 2, 3 short paragraphs as well, and make sure that you compare, you contrast, and you mention all the relevant figures in this body part. Last you have is conclusion. Conclude the paragraph by giving the overall view of the analytical paragraph which you have written. Make sure that at last you are concluding it with the overall view in a very summarized way. Don't make it too long. In a short way, conclude it. Whenever you are writing the introductory part, it is the first paragraph which should be described in a very brief manner. It's like an opening. Okay, you need not go into the details. You just mention what is the subject, what are you writing on. It is the best way of like introducing something. When you introduce yourself, similarly you're introducing to a paragraph, it should be very precise, just 2-3 lines. Next is the most important part of the paragraph is body. Body, it contains all the details of the chart, of the graph, of the clues. It includes all the information because it's very important part. You can break it into 2-3 paragraphs depending on the information that you are writing. Okay. You can organize information, comparing, contrasting, then mentioning about the quantities. So you will all do it in the body part. Last is a conclusion. Like I've already told you, should be very summarized. It should end with a concluding statement. Make sure that you stick to the facts, figures. And whatever the information you are picking from the clues, make sure that you organize it well and state absolutely correct facts and summarize it properly. Okay. And when we talk about the starting paragraph, the first paragraph, introductory paragraph of your analytical paragraph, these are certain lines which you can start with the help of, you can start with your analytical paragraph. Suppose a chart is given to you as a clue. So you can start with the chart given above describes so and so. Okay. If a line graph is given, if a table is given as a clue, if data, some kind of data is given in any kind of form, a pie chart given, line graph is given, bar graph is given. So you can start with these lines. You can use these lines to start your paragraph. Like students, you can see here a question of the analytical paragraph. The chart shows the division of household tasks by gender in Great Britain. Write an analytical paragraph describing the chart given in not more than 200 words. So as you can see, a bar graph here, a chart where you are given a division of household tasks by gender in Great Britain. As you can see here, the red ones are males and blue ones are females. This is the chart of Great Britain. First is cooking, baking, washing up. Second is cleaning. Third is gardening. Fourth is taking care of the children. Fifth is maintenance. And last is clothes and washing training. Okay. So this is the distribution of the household work between males and females in Great Britain. So depending upon the chart, you have to write a paragraph. As you can see that how it is starting, the introductory paragraph. The chart shows the number of minutes per day spent by British men and women in doing household tasks. On an average, the women spend about 4 hours doing household tasks, whereas the men spend less than 2.5 hours. The tasks on which women spend more time than men include cooking, cleaning, house, taking care of the children, laundry. In doing all these tasks, women spend approximately 200 minutes, which is almost 3 times the time spent by men in these tasks. So, as you can see here, the paragraph based on this chart, they have explained everything what the writer has analyzed from the chart given. So, whenever you write, make sure that don't just simply copying it. Make sure that you make certain calculations based on the chart and mention it. The data that you have extracted from the chart, make sure that you put that in your paragraph. Like you can see here, though the time is not mentioned in the chart, but the writer has written it by calculating himself 50 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 minutes per day, 25 minutes. So basically, he has calculated on the basis of the data given.